There are so many reasons that our sleep is affected, and yoga can help by calming the mind, by doing postures that allow your body to relax. We'll begin in a seated pose. To start your practice, sit comfortably. If for you sitting on the floor is not comfortable, sit in a chair or sit elevated slightly on a blanket or blocks. Close your eyes. Breathe in through the nose. Breathe out through the nose. Take your awareness to the breath, to the sound of the breath, to the feeling of the breath as you expand the ribs. You feel that movement of the expansion from the ribs to your skin, the skin to your clothing. As you bring your awareness to the sensations of your body, it allows your mind to just kind of flush out the activities of the day, to just focus inward. You soften your facial muscles. You breathe in deep and you breathe out long. Now we'll start some movement using the fullness of the cycle of breath. Come to all fours position. In all fours position, line up your feet right behind your knees so you can't see your feet. Lift your spine up and draw your chin just close to your chest. And on the exhale breath, just draw your pelvis back. Breathe in and lift up to all fours again. Lift the back body high and draw back. Come back to all fours. Lift the back body high. You may want to stay here for an extra breath and draw back. In breath as you come to all fours. You draw the breath in further to get fullness to the back body in that cat-like position. Draw your pelvis way back. The slower you go in these actions, in this practice, the more relaxing it is for many of us. Draw the spine lifted high. Draw your pelvis back. Come back to all fours position. Step your hands a giant step forward. Lift up to downward facing dog or come to puppy dog pose, your choice. Bend your knees. Relax your head. with a strong foundation of your hands and your feet. You have freedom in the upper body. From this bent leg position in downward facing dog, walk your hands back toward your feet. Keep your head releasing toward the earth with the knees bent, pulsing with the breath so that you feel a nice fullness on the in-breath that lifts you away from the mat slightly, but the out-breath takes you deeper. The in-breath, again, you're just kind of bobbing up on the in-breath and just surrendering more fully on the out-breath. You breathe in, you breathe out, you breathe in and out. Now come back to all fours position so that you can sit comfortably. I like sitting on a little elevation, such as the blanket or a block. Place your feet together, and in this position, it's more like an omega pose. We're not going really close to the pelvis on this one. Just take your feet further away. Place your hands at the shin bones. Widen your elbows and draw yourself into a forward fold. You breathe in, and again, you'll find yourself from the fullness of the in-breath lifting slightly from the floor. The out-breath has you drawing to the floor. You breathe in and you pulse up. You breathe out and you soften. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out long. Breathe in and out. Now lift yourself up to take your knees together and straighten your legs. For many of us, when we straighten our legs, it rounds our spine. So again, elevate, or for most of us, just bending the knees will keep a nice elongation of the spine. If you can come towards straight legs and still keep a nice length in the spine, by all means. We'll just allow the hands to slide toward the feet in this bent leg position as we draw into a forward fold. You can stay in this forward fold. If you feel like you can keep a nice elongation of the spine, you can come toward straighter legs. But the point is to come to a place of ease. If we're feeling a lot of pulling behind the knees, pulling the backs of the legs, it's a sign that you've gone a little bit too deep. So back off. And once again, pulse with the breath. The in-breath as you lift slightly away from the mat. The exhale breath as you soften. Just pulsing with the breath. Rise up. To give yourself space on the in-breath and soften on the out-breath. One more. Breathe in and breathe out. And let's slowly come to lie on your back. As you lie on your back, bend your knees. With your knees bent, place your right foot just to the outside of the left knee. With your hands, you can encourage the right thigh to move slightly back further or not. Rather than lifting the opposite leg up and holding it like we often do, as we just calm ourselves to prepare for sleep, we're just allowing the hip to open up just naturally on its own. We allow the hip to open up. You can release the right foot down and take the left foot just to the outside of the knee. Again, with your hands, you can encourage the thigh to move back. Your breath is full. Your facial muscles are softened. Your jaw is relaxed. Release your left foot to the floor. Draw your right knee in. Just hug it in close. Release your right leg. Take your left leg in. Release your left foot. Now draw both thighs in. Give your thighs a hug. Rock side to side to give your spine a nice massage. And take your feet up if you wish toward happy baby. If not, then just stay with your feet a little bit closer to the earth. You can come to Savasana, or many of us like to take our feet up against the wall. Lying on your back, you get the advantages of a forward fold as you take your feet up against the wall. As you take your legs against the wall, be sure to make it a very easeful action where you're not straining to lengthen the hamstrings. And as you take your legs against the wall, relax your arms, relax your legs. Invite a nice ease to your breath. As you take your attention to your breath, see how you can elongate the exhale breath, as if kind of flushing out the activities of your day to prepare you for a restful night's sleep. You can stay in this pose or come out of the pose and as you come out of the pose, allow yourself to easily move to a restorative evening sleep. Namaste.